Welcome back. So part 2 video is here and we will take a quick look in creating a Valcube visual. So our parent nodes will be our key deliverables, and the values or measures coming inside these nodes will be derived from its descendants connected. They are nothing but revenue drivers and expense drivers, which we discussed in the previous video. First node creation, double click, name the node, press finish and start building the tree. In the interest of time, I have built a tree, but we will still take a quick look into it and see the relationship. So for revenue, when you expand, the children are sales channel. Every sales channel will have its product category like this, and every product category will have its children in the form of retail price, BAU discount, demand, quantity, and promotional discount. These are the drivers which will help us to plan the demand, and we also have tax here, which is calculated at product level. If required, we can have it. The total of all the taxes will be coming here. Now let's take a look into the expenses. COGS has cost on impact,
overhead cost, inventory carrying cost, partner incentive. We also have net margin, which is calculated, and
we also have calculated gross margin. Total tax is discussed. A quick editor option is available so that you can click it and take a look at the entire tree. Inside each tree, the calculation method is visible here. The formula which you have built inside each node is visible here. If you want to change it, just double click, make necessary changes. You can preview the formula here. When you move to the right side, you will see the remaining aspects of the node edit part. All this will be available when you double click a specific node. Now let's take a look into the tree relationship. Clicking revenue, I have sales channel. Clicking sales channel of malls and superstores, I have perfume and travel gears, and in perfume I have the necessary children which will be used as drivers for planning demand. Now under expenses, I have these 4 drivers. That's the tree structure we have created. Now let's talk about submodels. Submodels will be available inside design mode, in settings, navigation panel, submodels, and you can choose your tree structure, tree list, and you can call in the nodes from where you have to start the submodel. It's a very powerful tool. This feature can be seen on the runtime mode, and at the runtime mode, when you click a specific submodel, let's say skincare, it will straight away take you to the relationship of skincare with its respective children. It's instantly and on the fly planning. We go to settings, navigation panel, submodels. Let's put in all the submodels that we want. To begin with, my top node and my product categories or product groups, because I want to directly jump onto that relationship or the tree structure from where I want to start my simulation. I also will get expenses here in case if I want to have any changes, impact, or do a what if analysis on COGS part or partner incentive. So we exit the design mode, and here's our submodels. Net profit comes here. Let's click perfume. See, I directly jumped onto perfume. When I click travel gears, I move to travel gears. Expenses will take me to expenses. So this is an example of instantly on the fly simulations and planning. We now talk about constraints, which is one of the important aspects of planning. Again, in design modes, we see it in settings, constraints, and then we can call in our constraints. Let's say partner incentive is one of our constraints.
In edit node option, under configuration, I can put in my value range, let's say 1.5% and 3%. So in runtime mode, before simulation, on navigation panel, it will appear to be like this. Let's say I have 2% of partner incentive, which I increased from 2% to 3.2%. The change on the runtime mode at navigation panel will appear like this. So the change is highlighted in red font, and there's also a label which is red in color. While hovering over the mouse, I can see the minimum and maximum values that I've determined for my constraints, which is coming from here. Let's go to settings, nav panel, constraints, and fetch in partner incentive, which is my constraint node. And when I go to partner incentive like this, or let's say I search it directly from the search option, I can go to configuration and put in my minimum and maximum value. So that's 1.5% and 3% respectively. Now here's the nav panel view of constraints. Let me just make some simulation, and as per our example, let me just increase it to 3.2%. Now you will find the value has changed, and it signifies that there is a constraint which is blocking it with a red color. So stay tuned for part 3, where we will do KPIs, key input scenarios, and finally plan our demand. Keep watching this space for more. Thank you.